Sound off. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Esteban Hours Week in Review Sound Off. Today, we talk about Speaker Kevin McCarthy's newest inquiry, his inquiry opening an investigation on possible impeachment of President Biden. So much to get to here. But before we do, let's bring in our panelists, co-hosts of the Esteban Hours Week in Review, and an author and activist, Jeremy Baker, and also co-creator and co-producer of the Esteban Hours Week in Review and contributor, Mike Foligno.
Sorry, I totally messed that up.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's all right.
That's okay. How you guys doing? How was your day?
All right. Long. Meh.
I'm good. I'm just glad to be. Because I'm glad to be back doing lives. I'm ready to go.
True. You're back doing live. Well, we're all back.
Somebody was on vacation and left us here. We won't say who.
I say hi, everybody. I'm back. Yay!
He's back.
How was your weekend?
Good.
Good. I had a good one too. I didn't really do a whole lot.
You're still alive, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get into this. What a day. What a day. First of all, President Biden just returned from having a fantastic, positive trip overseas, right, to Vietnam, and what was the other place that he went? India. And to India. He did a great job. He looked excellent as a leader of the free world, the United States of America, and he did everything the way that he's supposed to do as a president. There's not anything that anyone can say negative about it. So here comes Speaker Kevin McCarthy caving to the Maga Republicans, the far left Republicans, who told him, basically threatened him, right? And said, if you do not start the impeachment process, which I guess this is how you started, by first opening an inquiry to it. I believe I read that Matt Gaetz threatened to conspire with Sorwell if McCarthy did not open an investigation or an inquiry, and that's what he did. Quite pathetic, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what they do when they get back from vacation. They go on vacation. They haven't accomplished a damn thing. Let's get that straight. Since they've been sworn into office this last term.
No governing whatsoever. Nothing positive or beneficial for the American people. Nothing.
They go on break.
That's not hyperbole. They go on break. That's on record. They've done nothing.
They have Biden has this great showing, and then they come back, and this is what they want to do. They want to impeach Biden for what? Doing his job, making unemployment really low, lowering inflation, trying to make America energy independent. Like what are we indicting or impeaching him for? There's no evidence that he's done anything wrong. There's nothing but conspiracies. They've debunked at literally every time they've come out with a whistleblower or a witness or audio tapes. They've all evaporated, or they were complete bullshit to begin with.
It's been complete crap. Yeah. Okay. Let's play this video of Mr. McCarthy's speech, and we're going to debunk it. We're going to go each thing that he says, or I should say each lie that he says. Play this tape.
Well, this could take a while.
In the months where we were gone and the weeks, House Republicans have uncovered serious and credible allegations of President Biden's conduct.
Let's stop.
How did they do that if they weren't there? He just said they were
They
gone.
weren't even working.
So if they were gone, but while we were gone, we were working.
Right. And what serious implications are they talking about? Isn't this the same thing that some of these committees have been working on for months already?
Yes.
And nothing has come up. So what serious information is he referring to? Okay, play the tape.
This guy.
Taken together, these allegations paint a picture of a culture of corruption.
Okay, stop.
What? Did we just say a culture of corruption out of the
Culture of the allegations?
Corruption. Meanwhile, 19 co-defendants just recently charged criminally in Fulton County, Georgia. You didn't hear that? You didn't hear
91 indictments.
That sounds like a culture of criminality to me. What do you think?
Yeah. So far, Biden has 0 charges, so I'd say he's doing pretty damn good.
Well, they're trying. They're really trying.
They're trying.
Lift the carpet, look under the dirt. I don't know what they're doing. But
well, the reason they want to start this inquiry is it'll give us subpoena power. They want his bank records. They want to start digging into everything to try and find something. They're so desperate.
The people who are refusing congressional subpoenas are searching for subpoena power to dig up more nonsense that doesn't exist, to make more lies, to do a fake impeachment. Got it. Okay, good.
Right.
Yep.
Play the tape.
Now, here's what we know so far. Through our investigations, we have found that President Biden did lie to the American people about his own knowledge of his family's foreign business dealings.
Stop the tape.
That's not illegal.
If you notice, he is not giving proof as to what he found. So they're gaslighting again. They're just saying they found something.
He's also saying that he had knowledge of his family's business dealings. That's literally not a crime. My uncle, if he existed, that owned 42 car dealerships, the best in the country. I'm going to tell you that it's worth $24 billion, by the way. If he buys another dealership and I know about it, if I'm the president of the universe, that doesn't make it a crime.
Right.
Where's the crime?
And let's not forget, you also have Attorney General Letitia James in New York, who is literally investigating with proof of a family crime unit thing, right? With the Trump business in New York. So what crime is there?
I think this is in retaliation to that. I think he had his his feelings hurt, and this is in retaliation for that. So they want to indict Hunter Biden on a gun charge. And before we get too far into it, I'll continue playing this asshole.
At least that gun existed.
This guy's speech. Yeah.
Witnesses have testified that the president joined on multiple phone calls and had.
Okay, they've already gone over this. Yes. Hunter Biden called his father, said, "Hi, Dad, how are you?" They literally did talk about anything important. They talked about the weather. They talked about this, that, and the other thing, like fathers and sons that actually care about each other do. Not like Trump hates his own kids. I mean, it's different. You know what I mean?
Multiple interactions, dinners resulted in cars and millions of dollars.
That's
into
not
his
real.
son's and his son's business partners.
No proof.
Where's the proof?
No proof.
We know that bank records show that nearly $20 million in payments were directed to the Biden family members and associates through various shell companies.
Where's the proof?
And it also doesn't mean Joe Biden is involved.
Correct.
Right. Nothing they said there said that Joe Biden was involved in anything. Maybe his son had some shady dealings. That still has nothing to do with Joe Biden. That is Hunter Biden.
I think when Marge showed a certain picture of Hunter Biden, all these congressional Republicans were like, I need to see more of that. That's what this is.
Here, I got to show this real quick. From Elvis, said he hoped he had a good vacation in Hawaii, so I figured I'd pop that up on the screen for you.
Thank you, Elvis. I appreciate you. Thank you. I surely did have a great vacation in Hawaii. Thank you.
So this is complete and utter political theater. This is all it is. This is going to backfire in their face so bad. So bad. Because you have to have proof in the court. It's in reality where we live. You have to have actual evidence. And so far, every single thing they've thrown at this has been debunked or it was complete nonsense. So
you got to know that they got to be fuming because of all the evidence that Democrats have over Trump. And they are grinding their teeth just to find one liable thing with Biden. And they can't. And now you got Biden doing his job, actually doing his job. And they can't debunk that either.
And doing as well. I mean, whether you like Biden or not, you cannot deny that he is not doing a damn good job.
Well, you can go
running
industry by industry. Talk about manufacturing, an industry I know pretty well. Business is up. Companies are being enticed to start more companies here, bring business back, and employ workers. Like the CHIP program really helped the manufacturing industry. Trust me. So, yeah, you can go to different aspects of all the things that you would expect a president to be a part of and do for the people of America. Meanwhile, congressional Republicans are doing something for themselves and maybe Trump. I don't know.
Right.
Political theater, like you said.
But yeah, this next, I guess we'll get the next clip I wanted to show. Just listen to how this guy talks. I mean, it literally sounds like he's describing Donald Trump. I mean, it literally sounds like, and this is from the some guy from the Freedom Caucus. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. McCarthy for the sake of enacting political revenge. This isn't about political revenge. We have the bank accounts. We can see, ma'am, you can see that the homes that the Bidens own can't be afforded on a congressional or Senate salary. You also understand.
Now, I want to stop that real quick. Every single congressman and senator has gotten rich while in office, so I don't want to hear anything about that. And then we never mentioned about, they never once mentioned $2 billion.
One of them on both sides, Democrats and Republicans, every single one of them. So for them to bring out someone it seems to have more money than they should because of their salary is disingenuous and ridiculous.
Well, like I use Lauren Boebert as an example. I mean, she makes $174,000 a year as a congresswoman. She's worth tens of millions of dollars, and she wasn't worth a damn thing before she became a congresswoman.
That's a lot of stripping.
That's
not a sexist thing. She was a stripper.
She'd be dead from exhaustion. Okay. But this is what infuriates me. And both sides do it. But in my opinion, Republicans do it to the extreme, that they know that there's circumstances that happen on both sides, but they choose to ignore the opposites, their side, and bring out the opposite side's situations as if theirs don't exist. It is so infuriating.
You know why I think that is? It's because they're not mad that the left is doing it, because they're not trying to say it's wrong. They're trying to convince voters that it's wrong, but they still want to do it for themselves.
Correct.
They're despicable, groveling, money-hungry hypocrites. Remember, they don't care anything is illegal. They just want to make sure their pockets aligned, they got parties on cruise ships, and they maintain power. That's all.
It's like one of those, I can do it, but you can't.
Yep.
Right. Do what I say, not what I do kind of thing. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Do what I say, not as I do. Right.
What is it? You have your pocket over, your hand in their pocket, and you're telling them to look over there. Like that's.
They're literally telling you, don't believe what you hear and don't believe what you see. They're literally telling you, like, right. If you see it on another channel, it's propaganda.
Mike mentioned in our earlier show that people are slowly catching on to this because they're doing it too many times, too often, and they're using the same gaslighting rhetoric for each one. So as they keep, as the time goes on, they keep doing this. They're totally losing credibility for themselves, for them, and for their party, because you can go but so long saying, "Look what you did! Look what you did!" Wait, when did I do that? Come on.
Actually, it's funny. If you look back at impeachments, if you look at Clinton and in Trump, both of their popularity went up after the impeachment. So I think this whole charade is going to backfire.
It's not even going to get to the point where there isn't. So this was the opening of an inquiry. The Freedom Caucus, which is the vocally MAGA portion of the Republican Party, they want the impeachment vote. So McCarthy is even more of a coward every day than we ever imagined the day before, because he's too afraid to give MAGA what they want because he knows there's no evidence. And if they actually have an impeachment, they're not going to turn up anything. But the problem is there's no votes. There's no votes in the in the Congress, or if it went through Congress in the Senate, there's no votes to impeach Biden because there's
not going to get the Democrats banded together and were together because not because it was a Republican, but because there was a suitable amount of evidence to prove the wrongdoing. But now, when it comes to Republicans, there's a few of them that are moderates, right? And they know there's no evidence. This is stupid. This is
they're
just
speaking
a
out.
tactic.
Well, they're going on shows and talking.
Those are the congressmen that have to be worried about their seats. Year.
Goldberg is not going her polls
to impeach
for
Biden.
Trump's second impeachment. I believe it was the Senate that killed it. They protected him even then, when there was proof. After the insurrection, he got indicted, but got impeached, and then they covered for him. They killed it.
Like you said, Esteban, I mean, this all, and Jeremy, this all links together, right? You started with the political theater, and now Esteban's talking about how, it's looking bad for their seats. Lauren Boebert's already polling terribly against the Democratic challenger. She almost lost by, last time.
And she's doing the same thing.
And she's doing the same thing. So it's proof that even in her district, which is a hyper MAGA district, she's losing to a Democrat. Okay, so after years of don't vote, it's rigged, don't vote. Now no one's voting. Half of them died from COVID, and the rest of them they're giving up on it. The ones that are left that aren't the crazies.
And you know what? It's not because of their politics. Like you said, it's a heavily Republican district. It's not because of the politics. They still believe in conservative values. It's because of the bullshit that she keeps spewing, and they are tired of it. She is making them look like donkeys.
Yeah. Let me
They're all tired.
Just to add some levity to the situation, because I don't think we need to watch the rest of that clip from the Freedom Caucus, because that guy's gets me under my skin. This is the appropriate.
Insult someone, that's nice.
Yeah, this is. No, I'm going to play the Fetterman one. This is the appropriate response to this impeachment. So let's play Fetterman.
Can I ask you about this news that Speaker McCarthy has formally launched an impeachment or has said he's going to?
Oh my God, really? Oh my gosh, it's devastating.
Without screens up, so we can do it together.
Ooh, don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh
no. That man is a national treasure.
Everyone together.
Yeah. Ooh, we're so scared. That is the appropriate response. That
was great. That was great. Yeah. But he's right. Yeah. Oh, so we're supposed to be scared now?
It's all a joke.
It's all a joke. And that inquiry thing is the just dumbest thing that they could ever do 1 year before election. Just stupid.
Yeah. It's going to backfire.
It's obvious that this is out of vengeance, out of revenge. This has nothing to do with what President Biden did or did not do.
I think it's also out of desperation. They have no platform. Their voters don't understand what a platform is. They think a list of hates is a platform, but that's just what the Republicans use to get the votes. But the Republican politicians, the people seeking election and re-election, have absolutely no platform. So they're coming up with these schemes to either try and besmirch a Joe Biden or try and delay a trial for Trump or try and do whatever they can to keep convincing some people to come to the dark side. There's no one moving to the dark side. I don't know that they're moving to the light side, but at least someone's turning on a bulb here and there. So I don't know what the goal is, but it's just reeks of desperation and cowardice.
I think it's coming to the point that even Satan and his side is saying Republicans, y'all are ridiculous and stupid assholes. Even Satan is saying that.
Yeah. Tone it down. You're making me look bad.
Stop. Right. When the devil
we're evil.
That,
we're evil. We're malicious.
You know what? I'm gonna throw out a challenge.
At least he has values that he stands by.
Here, I have a challenge for any Republican that watches and happens to come across this episode. Please, for the love of God, comment anything that the Republicans have done since they were sworn into office at the beginning of this year. Let me know anything they've passed that has actually benefited the entirety of America in the last 8 months.
You bring up a point.
I concur.
That's weird. I didn't think about it until just now. Again, I don't know that the average MAGA voter, let's say not Republican voter, but MAGA voter, do they even know what Congress does? Like, Come on, let's be fair.
No.
Do you think the average MAGA voter can actually explain the process of researching, writing, trying to pass a bill, moving that to get enough votes, and that you make sure you have a supermajority if you need it, that moving it to Senate? Like, they don't know any of that.
That's
Come
why
on.
they're called a cult. A
Yeah.
cult is not there to think. A
No.
cult is there to follow. That's
Must
it.
do,
Exactly.
must do.
Yeah,
Come on.
we love our leader. We love our leader. He's an
Dear
asshole,
leader.
but we love him anyway.
Yeah.
He's an asshole because I'm just like him and I'm an asshole and he represents me. That's literally what they're at this point.
So now
Trump is like, it's like king of the stupid.
So now they're trying to dig into whatever they can find against President Biden. But it's probably going to backfire on them, isn't it? Because it's going to bring out so much more of things that they're probably going to see. We're okay. We're not illegal. And we're justified. And on top of that, this is just going to give ammunition to the Senate Democrats to finally pursue a case or an inquiry themselves against Jared Kushner over the billions of dollars deal that he made while in the White House and 2 months after leaving the White House.
Not mentioned once. And they're talking about 20 million. 20 million.
Not
we're talking about
$2 billion.
They actually made over $3 billion in total.
Look,
the Kushners did, and Ivanka and them.
If we want to just look at the facts of the Trump presidency, you had Ivanka, who was literally employed as a federal employee in the Trump administration, nepotism, who was going around telling everyone how she secured Chinese patents.
Right.
They weren't even like trying to hide it. They were literally doing it. So as with everything that the Republicans say about Biden or any Democrat, it's almost freaky how they're almost reading the indictments against Donald Trump.
Right.
They're not just like, oh, that guy, he did something bad. They're like, this guy broke this law. Wow, that's literally indictment number 46 on Trump. Oh, okay. This guy broke that one. Oh, crap, that one's on there too. Like, they don't even have an original thought because they're not thinking people. They're all just followers and power-hungry, wealth-hungry mongrels.
Well, there's a story that's come out that says that Donald Trump has been orchestrating this whole impeachment inquiry. He is the mastermind behind it. Well, I don't call him mastermind because he's a moron, but he is the one influencing this whole thing. They're doing it at his will, at his bidding, like good little cult followers that they are. And they're doing it without questioning. Well, I can't believe none of these guys
don't forget. There's a lot of people in Congress alone, also in the Senate, but especially in Congress, that are on a little list I like to call, please, Daddy, save me. How many people were found to be asking for pardons? So look at a Matt Gaetz, who's head of the Freedom, not head of, but it doesn't matter. They don't have a head. They're a Hydra. He's spokesman for the Freedom Caucus. Guess who was on the list for pardons? So as far as Trump orchestrating it, I think it's an assumed, not passive, but I got to save myself. I got to do whatever I can to destroy Biden, destroy the Democrats, derail the Trump probe, and get that man in power so I could go live like a king and I could own Ohio or some state and run it like Gilead. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to save their own ass. So yeah, is Trump on board with this? Would Trump love to say and take credit for it if it ever succeeded? Of course. He's definitely involved in the okay, let's go for this. I don't think he's directing the day-to-day operations, but I don't think he needs to. Matt Gaetz isn't an idiot. He's an asshole. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you guys have read that Janet Yellen, the federal
Federal Reserve chair,
Reserve lady, she just recently said that there's no recession and that we are definitely going in the opposite direction. And so Republicans, most likely, unless there's a catastrophe that happens in the 12 months, they are not going to get the bad economy that they're wishing for, which makes you think, oh my God, are these people really the ones that are saying that they can govern? They are wishing for a collapsed economy
and for political points.
a lot of it has to do with the corporate media too. We talk about the corporate media all the time, but they're trying to spin it to where, and I guess I kind of get it, because like being poor, when you're poor and they're telling you the economy is doing great and people are making more money and you're not, you're like, why am I not included in this? So I kind of understand what their mentality is. They're like, well, they're not including me in this whole improved economy and more jobs. Well, I still have a shitty job. Why don't I have a better job?
Listen, those same people that they're looking to feel that way and speak upon it, those are the same people that they're not taking care of either. So when it comes to them to passing all these laws, right? Their laws and the money that they're trying to bring in is not going to those people either.
Never has.
Why don't those people see that?
Because they
think it is.
That's exactly. Actually, I didn't think of it that way until you just said it. They're literally just doing nothing, trying to get Biden out of office to save their own skins. But if they wanted to, they would. They know the economy's going well. Let's not play. The Republican politicians are not like stupid about this, because they are the economy. Their money is what's in all the stocks and bonds. So they know they're getting richer. They know the economy's fine or getting better as an entity. But to the point about people who have so much less, if the Republicans really wanted to govern, even if they wanted to do it for nefarious reasons, pass some bills, give all your money you can to poor people, they'll love you for it.
Exactly.
They'll do it. Just you have the power right now to pass a bill that says we're going to give every poor person $1 million, and then they could let the Senate knock it down and go, ooh, they won't give you that money. We won't. So like they don't even know how to be assholes well. They're just not even good at this.
It's and I just want to throw this out there for people to think about, because there is enough money in America. If people were paying their proper taxes and people paid their fair share, there's enough money in this country for everybody to have universal income, universal health care, and universal daycare for children. We could literally have all three of those things right now.
Dental.
And exactly. All those things could be provided for by the government. But the Republicans call that socialism.
Well, because
they will refuse to do that. That's actually helping the American citizens.
They can't get it through their head that it's going to be taking the money you are already giving me. I'm not taking more of it. I'm just giving it to you. I'm giving it back to you. In fact, you're so okay with your 401k account. I put money into my 401k account. That is literally ripping you off. You're getting less of the money you think you are. But no, if I get my taxes back in the form of healthcare, I don't want that. It's your money. I'm trying to give it to you. Take your money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Let's see where this goes from here with this inquiry. I think we can all agree that there's not going to be a vote, and if there is a vote, there might be a vote, because he will probably be that bold to pass a vote, because he's trying to prove something to his MAGA Republican friends.
Don't forget, they can kick him out as speaker pretty much anytime they want. So at the very least, if the inquiry is open, we do have to watch out for a vote when someone like a Matt Gaetz has the gavel.
Or Marjorie
that
Taylor
doesn't
Greene.
mean it's going anywhere, because there's no guarantee it's going to even pass with the rest of the Congress. But then it's still not going anywhere in the Senate. But
I still can't believe that we're talking about these
so dumb.
These idiots day in and day out in our Congress, and the world. Every time Marjorie Taylor Greene's name is brought up, or Burbert, the world just continues to laugh at us.
She could be the next speaker,
or the next vice president.
Dude, she's actually polling less. They did a poll on who.
That's when we all have to move to China.
Yep.
Yeah, she's polling less than one of the choices was I don't care, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She's polling less than it doesn't matter. It's like Ivanka Trump, his own daughter, Trump's daughter, is rating higher for VP than Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's at 1%. The only person below her is Asa Hutchinson. But they think Vivek Ramaswamy is going to be the VP, which that would be a nightmare in itself. But all right, I'm getting off topic. Sorry.
All right, guys. Well,
yeah.
We're gonna see what explosives this inquiry brings to us.
Yes.
Definitely a lot more shenanigans, conspiracies, lies, and bullshit will be coming out. One thing I can say for sure, this is helping the Democrats and their campaign next year, their 2024 campaign. With all the stuff coming out. Also, what I can say as the time goes on, you remember how they used to say years ago that Americans have short attention spans and short memories, so they don't remember what happened last week. I don't feel that that's happening the way it was before because of social media right now. So something that happened 2 years ago can be played over and over and over again. And
people are keeping receipts now too.
Yes. Especially when they see how stupid these people in Congress are acting, and that they're not governing. And in fact, they're standing in the way of those who are trying to govern. And I will say, there are a few Republicans that are trying to govern, but they don't have the majority. The MAGA Republicans have the majority in the House. And so it's preventing those moderate, fair-minded Republicans of trying to be bipartisan with Democrats. So I just want to put that out there, that there are. But for what? It doesn't make any sense because the MAGA Republicans are running the show right now. People there's talk that they don't believe that Speaker McCarthy may retain his job by the end of the year.
Yeah.
I don't think so. He'll be out.
Yep.
All it takes is one person to put a vote of no confidence in.
He's like a piñata.
Yeah.
With nothing in it.
He's just a
because
shell.
When you break him open, he's just a disappointment.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you unzip him and Marjorie Taylor Greene will just pop out of him.
Yeah.
No, there's no unzipping. She's squirreled away somewhere.
Yeah, right up his ass.
Well, thank you for joining, guys, and audience members.
Anytime.
Thank you for watching. If you have any comments that you'd like to share or opinions on this topic, please do share. We love everyone's opinion. It doesn't have to be our own opinion, or we don't have to agree or disagree with it, but we would love to hear what you have to say about this topic or any topics that you find and watch here on the Esteban Hour, whether it's the Sound Off, the Weekend Review, or the Esteban Hour podcast, which is held on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Don't forget to follow, like, or share at the Esteban Hour on all social media platforms, including Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Sharing is caring. I love you guys for watching. And if you have an accomplishment or a goal that you've achieved today, don't forget to say to yourself, this is how we do it. Good night, everyone.